Hi. Recently I just started getting into the Oz books by L. Frank Baum. And of course, as a child, I did watch The Wizard of Oz, and but somehow it never really registered that this movie was based on a book. And while I did enjoy reading as a child, these books never came up somehow. But recently, I was in the library. I was in the children's section, and I happened to see a few of these books there, and I picked one up and read it, and I absolutely loved it. So when I returned it, I got two more. I read those, and yeah, I'm really digging the Oz book so far. Um, there are evidently 14 in this series, and I'm going to read all the ones I can get my hands on, all the ones that the library has. The ones I've read so far are in the order that I read them was TikTok of Oz, The Wonderful Land of Oz, and The Patchwork Girl of Oz. Um, and yeah, there are familiar characters in these. Of course, you have the Scarecrow and the Tin Man pop up quite a bit, but you also have new characters in each one so far that the adventures kind of center around. The Wonderful Land of Oz is basically about how the Queen of Oz became the Queen of Oz, um, but it's also an adventure of a boy that he and a pumpkin man he brings to life, and or actually that a witch brings to life, and then a um, sawhorse that's brought to life, and then in uh, the Patchwork Girl of Oz, the basic story is a munchkin who's going on a quest to find items to make a magic thing that'll undo a magic thing that turned his uncle into marble. And then TikTok of Oz is it's got a lot of things going on. It's got a human girl in there, who, and then you have a rainbow princess, a rainbow fairy that is, and a rose fairy, a shaggy man who is trying to rescue his brother. Um, you have a you have a girl who's the queen of one of the little kingdoms in Oz, and decides that she's bored and she decides to go and conquer the rest of Oz, the wage war and conquer Oz. Um, that really doesn't go very well for her, but anyway, there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of colorful characters. There's a lot of good nonsense that reminds me of Alice in Wonderland, but there's also a lot of good fairy tale wisdom in there. Um, but overall, they're just enjoyable reads, right? You got these things sprinkled in there, but it's just a fun excursion into this fantasy land. Um, so I heartily recommend it for anyone, for children, for grown-ups, and especially for parents, of course, who have well, parents necessarily have children, but the um, to have these books in your home for any of your children who happen to be readers. Not everyone is a reader, and I respect that. But for those who are, um, and who can appreciate and enjoy this, it'd be great. It'd be good to have them on hand for them to pull off the shelf anytime, and also for the parent to just, read to their child. Um, that would be a lot of fun as well. The difficulty level of this is, I mean, it's kind of just normal as far as the way it's written, the words that are used. These aren't like 30-page, children's books. These are full novels. Um, there's a lot of different words in there, small and big, simple, fancy, uh, and they're all, you know, if you have a taste for words and taste for the written word, it's delicious. Uh, and of course, if the parent and the child is reading it together, then the child can, ask what does that word mean, or what does this specific term mean? Explain this this pun, because there are a few puns in there. But it can be a good way for a child to build vocabulary as well, to while just having fun, and also for the parent to just have fun. It's it's good stuff is good stuff, and can be enjoyed by, and this is good stuff that can be enjoyed by anyone, regardless of age, and whether you're a boy or a girl. Uh, so anyway, that's it. Just wanted to uh, say this is good stuff, and I recommend it. Um, I hope you enjoy it, and thanks for listening.